everybody, it's Jason with Parallel Reality coming back with you here today with an article from the Jewish News Syndicate. This is from, when is it from? December 13th. Yeah, so from a little bit ago from the time this is going up. But I thought this would be interesting to go over because I'm sure a lot of folks out there heard about what happened in Amsterdam. This is probably a couple of months ago at most with the Hebrew club that was there, and then a lot of folks that are against Israelis decided that, hey, we're going to just go and try to hurt all of them or kill them. So a lot of those people were arrested, and off we go with some of the revelations of information and how it wasn't a spontaneous thing and it was planned the entire time. So it says, trials expose logistics planning behind Amsterdam pogrom. So it's described by some as spontaneous reactions to Israeli provocations. The assaults emerged in court as anti-Semitic, ruthless, and meticulously planned. So it says, more than a month after dozens of Arab men went on a so-called Jew hunt for Israeli soccer fans in Amsterdam, the trials of 7 suspects revealed this week new information on the logistics of the event that shocked Jews and others worldwide. The information, which was revealed on Wednesday at a court in Amsterdam, exposed the anti-Semitic agitation of the alleged perpetrators, and also how organizers worked for days to bus in culprits from across the Netherlands to ambush Israelis, whom the attackers often referred to simply as Jews. By the way, folks, not all Israelis are Jewish. That should be common knowledge, but doesn't seem that it is. And yeah, they bust in people to do this. Yeah, you're not the good guys. Does the new information contradicts the popular narrative in the Netherlands that the assaults of November 7th, so it was, I thought it was a couple months ago, it's like 6 weeks ago, were a spontaneous reaction to Israeli soccer fans' provocations. Yeah, I saw that was what the story that folks that were going with, and yeah, maybe I'm biased, but I was like, I don't believe that for a second. And of course, I was right. As instead, it conforms with reports by Israeli authorities, including the National Center for Combating Anti-Semitism under Diaspora Affairs and Combating Anti-Semitism Minister Amichai Chikli. That's a hell of a title there, dude. I mean, that's like a 17-word title, my God. Which found ties between the attacks and Hamas, because of course it was, because Hamas is a terrorist organization that just wants to kill Jews. These are bad people. Now, some of the revelations in the indictments came from transcripts lifted from correspondence within WhatsApp groups that police had infiltrated and monitored, yet failed to use the information to prevent the assaults. Great job, police. Hey, we're going to go hurt these people. And the police are just like, whatever. It says, a defendant identified as Rashid O., 26, from Utrecht, allegedly shared locations throughout the night of November 7th of cancer Jews to beat up, as he wrote, to the 900 members of the main WhatsApp group of that night's Jew hunt, as participants called the series of assaults. It says, cancer Jew is a common anti-Semitic term in Dutch. I thought I was going to define it myself, but then I was like, maybe the article does, and it did, so thank you. It says, the group was initially titled Free Palestine, because apparently they don't know how to spell the place that they're supposedly, from or cheering for, but okay. So we renamed it Neighborhood Home 2 in a possible attempt to camouflage it. I would say that it very likely was the case that they were doing it to camouflage the group. So the assaults by members of the group and others were against Maccabi fans returning from a soccer match between their Maccabi Tel Aviv and the local Ajax team. More than 20 Maccabi fans were wounded in the assaults, which many Jews and others in the Netherlands called a pogrom. Police were deployed in large numbers near the stadium but failed to protect the Israelis in the city center, where they walked into an ambush that had been planned days in advance by Arab men, including dozens of taxi drivers, the indictment showed. Next section here says a regular Dutchman. It says a defendant identified as Umutken A. from The Hague, and I apologize if I butchered that name, says claimed that he participated in the assaults because he was afraid of the Maccabi fans. The Algemeen Dagblad, aka AD, newspaper reported, I've never heard of that, but I wouldn't expect to since I am not from the Netherlands, says it was a stupid instinct. Basically, I'm just a regular Dutchman, a citizen who just works and pays my taxes, he told judges. Of course, you're going to play innocent. Sure. Says prosecutors on Thursday presented evidence from WhatsApp chats of Umutken planning to attack Jews and going on a Jew hunt. Yep, he's just a regular guy. One of his friends praised Umutken on the chat. He thumped a lot of Jews. He was the star of the evening again, the person wrote about Umutken. Remember, regular guy, just a regular dude paying his taxes, whom prosecutors want jailed for 8 months. That is far too short. Says the heaviest sentence requested by the prosecution, that of 2 years in prison, was against the man identified as Sefa O, 32. He was filmed kicking a man against a moving tram and punching another man while he was on the ground, the AD news site reported on Wednesday. He has a barber and his wife is heavily pregnant. Well, maybe you should have thought about what you were doing before that, man. He told the judge on Wednesday that he regrets his actions, which I highly doubt, but did not elaborate on this point, AD reported. Several defendants said they regretted their violent acts. Again, I highly doubt that, and that they have been provoked into perpetuating them because of the behavior of the Maccabi fans, namely when they pulled down a PLO flag, which is a terrorist flag, from a balcony, and when they sang about how the IDF is effing Arabs. And did that actually happen? I mean, yeah, that is provocation, but I mean, that's the first time I'm hearing that. But anyway, his anti-Semitic rhetoric was rife in correspondence in the WhatsApp groups, AD reported. On the day of the assault, perpetrators may have arranged transportation for culprits from outside Amsterdam, the Het Parool daily reported. It says people from other cities want to come. One group member, Amir, wrote after 4 p.m. on November 7th, several hours before the assaults. We have 20 cars here, another replied. It says, where are the buses from Utrecht? Another user asked. They're on their way with 70 to 80 men aboard. It says, when Israelis were identified in the city center at around midnight, members wrote on the WhatsApp group, assemble at Central Station, and we have to make those cancer Jews feel what they did to our brothers, a reference to Israel's attacks on Hamas in Gaza, Het Parool reported. It's like, they're just going after Jews, and it's like, these people didn't do anything. They're completely innocent people. Okay? You absolute freaking spoons. Because on November 18th, Amsterdam Mayor Femke Halsema retracted her initial use of the word pogrom to describe the attacks. Says, I have to say in the days that followed, I have seen how the word pogrom has become very political, propaganda in fact. The Israeli government speaks of a Palestinian pogrom on the streets of Amsterdam. Dutch politicians use the word pogrom mainly to discriminate against Moroccan residents, Muslims. That is not what I meant, and that is not what I wanted, said Halsema, a former leader of the far-left Green Left Party. Well, there's the problem, that she's a leftist, so of course she's going to go ahead and be like, oh no, the thing that obviously happened, and we're calling it like it is, no, it's not that thing. Okay? And that is actually the end of the article. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So, yeah, I just wanted to kind of bring this to everybody's attention out there that what you were told happened, of course, wasn't the way it actually happened. But that seems to be the case with all these people on the far left that supports, going against Israel, is that they tend to lie a lot. And it looks like they lied about yet something else. So let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Please like, share, subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.